welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Tiffany of Willie Studios. And yeah, I am super excited for this collaboration with Amy McKeon Art. Yeah, we decided, well, we've been wanting to do a collab and you know, timing and it just wasn't working out. But finally we kind of, you know, finally got together and decided that we were going to do kind of a stormy tornado cloud pour because the new Twister just came out. I'm a big fan of the original, so and I haven't seen the new one yet, but you know, we definitely thought that cloud pour, you know, storms, moody clouds, all that stuff kind of go hand in hand. So why not try our hand at a little Twister? So anyway, yeah, thanks so much to Amy. I'm so excited for this collab, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into it and show you guys my colors. First, I'm gonna be using this little Piggy Sterling. It's the only Piggy I'm gonna use in this one because I really wanted the clouds to kind of be center stage. And then I'm also gonna be using Paynes Grey. This is a bluish gray. Oh gosh, what's it called? I think it's by Lucas, and it's literally like grayish blue. And then my Vallejo Pearl Medium Cloud Mix, which is 1 part Vallejo Pearl Medium, 1 part Artist Loft Soft Body white paint, and then 2 parts American Floetrol. And sometimes I do put a little water in there to thin it, just so that all my tube paints and all the consistencies match across the board. And in case you didn't know it, I love thick cloud pours because they keep the lines really well. So I have about a 3-second trace, but yeah, 3-second trace in my cup for my thickness for this one today. So I also have a permanent violet, and then I have a cobalt. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use this. I don't know. I think I will, but like tiny. And that is it. And I have a 20-inch square canvas, and I'm going for negative space. So let me get you down to the canvas and we'll see what happens.
Hey guys, I'm back. I thought I would just go through my cup layering process here. Yeah, I definitely wanted to try for some negative space, but you know, I didn't have as much as I'd like to, but that's okay. First in is Sterling by this little Piggy. Next up, this is Paynes Grey. This is grayish blue. This is my Vallejo Pearl Medium and Artist Loft Soft Body Cloud Mix. Good amount of that. I wanted a lot of clouds. This is going to be the permanent violet. And then I did decide to use a little bit of the cobalt. That cobalt is just hanging on to bubbles right now, and these paints set like 5 days. That is my cloud mix again. By putting that little bit of blue right beside that cloud layer, it's just going to tint it, just like a pinch, a little bit of that blue in the cloud. So then I did Paynes Grey again, and then the last little bit of my Sterling. And then I believe I ended with Paynes Grey. I really wanted this to be stormy for obvious reasons, kind of a stormy, twistery cloud pour. But, you know, sometimes you see those storm clouds that have just a hint of that purple or blue, and you almost forget how destructive they can be, you know, and, you know, I just wanted a little bit of that. That's just table scrapes right there, just all kinds of grays and blues and cloud mix, all kinds of stuff. So I'm gonna pour out the cup in real time, just so you guys can see how slow I actually go. And I get very low to the canvas. And I believe I said it in the beginning of the video. Now I have to go back and watch. But all my paints for my cloud pours are quite thick. So it's like a 3-second trace. But I've anywhere from 2 to 3 second trace. And you'll get different cloud effects. And again, you'll get different effects also by what opacity you layer by your cloud layer in the cup. And also too, I feel like I've had a lot of people recently talk about or ask me about pigments beside the cloud. You can do it, but for me, I don't love the effect. I really think pigments work best when they're a little further away from the cloud layer, where they can really shine, so to speak. So I like to put a tube paint beside the cloud layer 9 times out of 10. So yeah, now I'm just getting to the end of the cup and I've pretty much done a straight pour and I'm twisting my canvas because I want that kind of vortex feel. And I really wanted that silver in the center. I don't know if anybody remembers the first Twister movie in the 90s. I really loved that one. And I'll never forget the moment that they were inside the tornado and it you could see I believe silver and the light and it was kind of flashing. So that's kind of what I was going for, that kind of feel in this piece. And yeah, right in the center here, I am just doing a tiny little tight ring pour. And it's just be patient, get your hand ready, take your time. The cup will usually stop on its own, and you just got to be there to catch it. So yeah, love that I'm already getting effects right there. Yay. And loved the pour out, got what I wanted. So right now I'm just really laying down quite a bit of flow extender. I like to do that just so my piece doesn't roll over itself. I try to keep everything I poured out of the cup right until the end. That's just me personally. You don't have to put down a flow extender if you don't want to, especially if you've really filled your cup really, really full and you have way more than enough paint. You don't have to do it, but it's just something that I like to do. And that base layer, that kind of grayish blue color that's on the base, that is definitely thinner than the cloud pour paints, just to kind of help the cloud pour in the center move around. So I do a lot of tilting to each corner, especially because this is a square canvas. I don't use square canvases too often, as many of you know, if you've been on my channel a lot. Oh, and this canvas is a 20 by 20. I don't know if I said that. I'm probably repeating myself a lot, so I apologize, you guys. But yeah, I try to go to each corner and then bring the weight of the paint back to the center, then go to another corner and then back to the center. And I'm just slightly stretching this out right now because I like that everything stayed center. I have a tendency to pull to the side, but this one did pretty well. So I'm going to shut up, let you guys watch this. There's lots of spinning and tilting. I do speed up parts of this video so it doesn't get too monotonous for you guys, but I will be back shortly. Okay. Hey guys, I'm back. So thanks for hanging in with me there during that spinning and tilting and lifting. And it's really, the one thing about squares is that I'm like, oh, I don't want to lose anything. I just don't. But with squares, you kind of have to do that. But I also liked, the gray and the little halo of the sterling around the outside as well, and then the Paynes Grey as well. I really liked the way that looked, and I did have to clean up some corners, but here we are doing details. There's that sterling down there, and then look, see, there's a hint of blue. There's a kiss of purple. That's what I wanted that to be. So if you just want your cloud tinted, but you don't necessarily want to see blocks of color, just put a little bit of that color right beside your cloud layer. I get some really lovely cloud effects. There's translucency, there's opacity, there's depth. There are little pinholes from that darned blue that I used. I don't know what it is about that one this time. It just didn't want to release the bubbles. But you know what? They're pretty minimal, and the clouding is so big and thick that it doesn't really bother me this go around. Got some great cells up there. I love when cells like that happen. They've got all the colors. And here's that sterling pigment layered on top of the Paynes Grey. So it just kind of gives this stormy, silvery gray feel. This has been really fun. I mean, cloud pours, I just can't stop doing them. And I'm so glad Amy and I were able to get together and finally do a collab. We've been wanting to for a while, and things just happen, life, and yeah. So I'm just so glad, Amy, that you contacted me and we got it to work out this time. So I'm super happy about it. This is the dried video of this piece. So, dried perfectly, dried beautifully. Absolutely love this 20 by 20. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the chat or leave a comment for me. And thanks again so much, Amy. And thanks to you guys for hanging out with us today. And please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.